Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. As the recording of this, it is Tuesday, October 1st. October is here, 2024. A perfect day for me to head home. I was kind of looking at my calendar, and give or take a day, I have been gone from my homestead in Central Florida in celebration 72 of the last 76, 77 days. 71 out of the last 76, 72 out of the last 77. Again, give or take a day. I am so freaking excited to be heading back to Florida. Been traveling across the country, bouncing around, baseball, Halloween stuff, etc., Disney stuff. Ready to leave California, checking out of the hotel here at the Anaheim Hotel. In fact, you can see peeking up over the top there is the former Hollywood Tower, now Guardians of the Galaxy. Got my bags all packed up, ready to roll. Gonna return the rental car to John Wayne Airport, Santa Ana, Orange County, a variety of different names. Layover in Salt Lake City, and then arriving late with the 3 hours. I lose 3 hours going back to the East Coast. Should arrive just before midnight tonight. I'm inviting you to join me. It's a travel day, and I will be home all of October. I'm not going anywhere out of Central Florida. A lot of stuff in celebration, a lot of stuff at Disney World, a lot of stuff at Halloween events around the Central Florida area. Oh yes, this last trip, 76, 77 plus days, is coming to an end. I'm heading home. I'm inviting you to join me. Oh, I'm so excited. So excited to be going home. Join me. Travel day. Shall you? $4.69 a gallon here. Orange County. In fact, there's a Orange County sticker right there. Self-pumping gas nozzle in full effect. This is the gas station when I used to live here in Orange County that I was always fuel up at before heading to LA or heading over to Disney or whatnot. Right across from the little shopping center over there. In fact, Roadhouse, the opening scene bar from Roadhouse was right over there where now those restaurants, the Starbucks and all that is. I pointed that out before, but this, yeah. The old area I used to live in. I used to live about a block or two from here. Corner of Orangewood and Hayster. Soothing sounds of Anaheim. Going down, down, down. Here at SNA. Parking structure to return the rental car. Got it all fueled up. It's frowned upon when you do not return a rental car with a full tank of gas. Well, it's not really frowned upon, they just charge you a lot extra. There's a lot of speed humps through here. It's also exciting to think that for the next 30 days, you know, unless there's an emergency and something happens in my own personal vehicle, that I will not be in a rental car. Which has been the norm lately. Yeah, I like how John Wayne Airport, the rental cars are just right here in the parking structure. It's like a couple hundred yards from the security checkpoints and the gates and everything. All right, drop the car off. I got a little walk, go on this walk. Follow not the yellow brick, well, it is the yellow brick road. This is my rental. They're pulling it up. I dropped it off. Following the yellow brick painting. I like the rental car. I didn't like how it stalled out at every light to save electricity though. Whenever that would happen, the air conditioner would turn off. It was weird. And then it would crank back up when I drove off again. So to conserve power, when it would get to the lights, it would turn off. And it would just do that little lull. It was nice because it got really good fuel and gas mileage. The negative part of it was when you would kind of have that little lull at the lights. The whole car would just turn off and then the air would go down to like 2% of what the air normally was out at. So it was like kind of hard to get used to. But the gas mileage was great going across. Keeps asking my weight, which I'm not real comfortable with telling an electronic crossing device how much I weigh. In fact, I haven't even weighed myself this year. I know I put some pounds back on though, just by Fit by 50. I did pretty good on that, and I've kind of gone off the rails. hopefully when I'm home I can get back on the treadmill. All right, this is my flight right here. Well, the first leg of the flight. Salt Lake City, Delta flight 1089. Leaves at 12:58 p.m. It's only 11:11 right now, so I think I'm good to go. Have a connecting flight. Both window seats. The first one kind of towards the middle of the plane. The second flight towards the front of the plane. But I think they're both windows. All right, went pretty smoothly, except I had a couple items in my bag that they had to search my bag that I was not expecting would be an issue. They said next time, eat it before you get on or check on a bag with soup items. And it's the split pea soup that I got on the way up to Oakland. I had the 2 cans in there. They let it through, but they were like, what the heck is this? You have peas in your bag. But it went through. Yeah, that was pretty that was kind of interesting. I was like, why are they checking the bag? Everything in there is what I've had before. I forgot I had those 2 cans of peas. Gonna be saying goodbye to California and Orange County and off to Salt Lake and then Florida. Delta Airlines. Taking off. Well, it's gonna be taking off soon. I think I'm gonna get a coffee before I start my wait before loading and boarding. Yeah, usually I fly with the same stuff. I thought, why are they pulling my bag to the side? And then I saw the screen and I saw those 2 cans of soup and I was like, oh, the peas. The peas. The split peas. I have acquired a sugar-free hot vanilla latte here in the OC. There's a passion for coffee and tea here in the OC, Orange County. Now, this is not my plane. I am at gate 4. This is gate 3, but this is the one next to it. This is parallel to the one I'm going to be going. My plane has not arrived yet, but should be arriving soon while I get caffeinated. Also, I will say that John Wayne, SNA, Orange County, has some of the nicest TSA people anywhere. Over here at 8 now. Oh, take a look. Landing. It's a Delta flight landing. So the way this airport works, it's just kind of one long stretch, one long gate system with all the different airlines. All here. Southwest, United, American, probably Spirit, Frontier, of course Delta. And I have unpacked the bag just to show the culprit that had me delayed a little bit. I figure I'll eat these when I get home. I bought 2 of them. I didn't buy the case when I was going up from LA to Oakland for the last Oakland Coliseum game. Stopped by and got these as a little souvenir. I thought they were going to take these from me, but they let me have them on the plane. They go, next time, consume the soup before getting on a plane or do it in checked baggage. I guess with checked baggage, there are more, you can take more on checked baggage than you can take carry-on, but I like carry-on. I don't really like doing checked baggage. Anyway. Got to keep my split pea soup. That almost delayed me. Not really. Next time I'll be in SoCal is going to be 1st of December, early December, which is going to be a few days, like 4 or 5 days before heading to Hawaii. I got a family trip. A lot of family members are all going to Aulani, so I'm going to have that. So I'll be back in December. I might do a little Disney Christmas stuff and maybe some Universal Christmas stuff. Haven't quite figured that out. But after that, into next year, I'm really going to start laying a little lower on the amount of time I'm in SoCal in California. Obviously, if it's a layover, if I'm going international, heading westward international, like let's say Japan, China, Korea, places like that, or Hawaii, even though that's not international, it just makes sense to kind of stop off in SoCal. But as far as spending the amount of time I spent in recent years and this year, it's going to be a little less. It's still going to come out here, but it'll be less than it has been. Other things to do. And one thing I am going to do during the 30 days that I'm going to be home in Florida in October, not going anywhere, is I'm going to start planning out some of that international stuff, booking flights, booking hotels, accommodations, things like that, and really start to get it all figured out what I'm going to be doing in 2025 international. I really haven't thought about it yet, but it's time to start planning. And I can do that while I'm going to be home for the next month. This is cool. I've never noticed this mural before over here. It says, "Eat well, live well. You got gate 6 out there, and there's got the mountains there. You got the Ferris wheel. I thought maybe that was the Santa Monica Pier, but it's not. It's maybe like a loose interpretation of it. You got the mountains here, like maybe that's supposed to be Malibu. I don't know, it's just like an interpretation. You got the surfers. You got a train going by there. I guess this is just like a loose artistic representation of the SoCal beaches. All right, it's a little bit smaller plane, the first leg to Salt Lake. It's this is it here at Gate 4. It's pulling into the station here. A little smaller plane than probably the second leg, the second 2/3 of the flight will be. All right, I'm sitting in seat 17E.
Place one bag in the overhead bin per person, if at all possible. If you did bring on 2 bags, we ask that you place your smaller carry-on bag underneath the seat in front of you instead of the overhead bin. Save the room in the overhead bins for large bags only, such as rollerboards. If you have like a really, really big rollerboard and it just isn't fitting in the overhead bins to the right, I suggest storing them in the overhead bins. So if you need a little extra time to stow your bags, so somehow you can step out of the aisle into your row, passengers behind you to move on by, that'll also help out with the process. And if you so happen to only bring one bag on board, if that one bag so happens to be small enough to go underneath the seat in front of you, we do ask that you still stow it there instead of the overhead bin.
construction happening. Like they're creating more gates over there. There's A35. There's A33. That's my plane right there. There's the control tower. Or an SLC. Store over there. Whoops. It's called the Atrium, Salt Lake. Dropped my bag. I ended up buying some saltwater taffy from the city of Great Salt Lake. I've been to this place before. This place is empty now. They've repurposed it into a concert venue. Gourmet saltwater taffy since 1916. Taffy Town. Technically, it's made in West Jordan, Utah, but it's from the Great Salt Lake. Look at this. It was $17. Everyone floating around in the salt water. The Saltair Resort, that's what it is. Yeah, I did a video there. Taffy Town. I'll put these in my bag and take them home, a little souvenir while I'm waiting. Should be boarding soon. I think we're going to be boarding in a couple minutes. I don't know who I'm sitting next to, but I'm hoping it's this little doggy right here. If I had a request, I hope it's this little pup. He looks very mellow. Doesn't seem like he would be conversating or barking, crying on the plane. Just seems like he's just a chill little dude. Hopefully he's in the seat next to me. I'm gonna make a request at the front. I'm gonna make a request to sit next to this little pup.
We did have several wheelchairs here, so please be
Look at this little cute little pup.
Thank you. Other than that, we will start rolling here as soon as we are ready. Thank you.
Be decent rides after climb out. Just occasional bumps en route, but when we get smooth air, we'll get the seatbelt sign off. As always, if you're staying at seats, just keep your belts fast in case we catch unexpected bumps. Kristen's your flight lead in the back tonight?
couple of minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes to midnight. It's late. Good to be back. It's good to be back. Took the gate link. Very retro style to the gate link. Transportation device that goes from the gates over to the main hub. I did not park in the parking structure. I had to park at economy parking when I left a couple weeks ago. I was gone, I think, for 57 days, and I was back for 4 days, and I left again for like 2 weeks. Something like that. Can I go out this way? Alright, this way. But when I came back, before I left the last time, I had to park in economy. All the parking structures were closed. I gotta go over to the fountain. All the stores are closed. Universal store's closed. Disney store's closed. It's midnight. Screen over here that usually has Disney advertisements turned off. This big screen. There he is. Not a real person. Made of bronze. Polychromed in oil. It's like a real person though. I don't really remember how to get over to economy parking though, to be honest. It's not something I usually do. Maybe this is it. Was just informed to go down between 11 and 13. This is 29. That was an off shuttle, or an off airport shuttle. So where's the economy one? He goes, oh, go down all the way down to between 11 and 13. And they'll take you over there. It's very helpful. I'm tired. Ready to be home. There it is, economy parking. Aha! I think this is it. North Park Place? All I know is the one behind 7-Eleven. What the heck is this? It's a freaking robot. It's a robot Zamboni. I gotta go over to the B side, not the A side. Because you gotta go to South economy parking, not North. That's strange, right? The robot Zamboni. I think I gotta go up. Yeah, I gotta go back up. I've never been out this door before. Wait a second, I've never been out here. Look at this express pickup. I have never been underneath here. Look at this. What the heck? That's pretty cool down here. Look at the artwork and stuff they have carved into the side of the walls. And this old, like 1960s, 70s glass brick, like you'd see at like a beachside motel. All right, I gotta go over to the other side. This, like, parking over in the economy really kind of messed me up. It's not my norm. This thing's awesome though. It's a robotic Zamboni. I have nothing but time. It's wild seeing all this completely empty. Usually this is like one of the longest lines. The gate 1 through 59 area over here. Usually I've waited in that many times for a lengthy amount of time. But none of the gates are open right now. It's so late. Okay, over to the B side. You're a wizard. You're a wizard, Harry. Alright, try this on the other side. Would have been a lot easier if I could just gone right over there and gone into parking structure, but had to park behind the 7-Eleven, a mile away in the grass. Looks like I am not the only one going over there. There's a whole bunch of us. Kind of have to just go over there and get a taxi and have them take me over to the spot. I don't know how long this is going to take, or if even all these people are going to fit on one little shuttle. Kind of the last thing you want to do when you have an all-day flight thing with a connecting flight layover for a couple hours and get on another flight. Just wait around to get to your car. It is what it is, though. At least I'm home. Oh, is this it? I think that's it. Yes. That's pretty good size. I think we might all get on here. We got this. We got this. Just putting that out there. Completely not true. No one parks you closer is a fabrication. Usually if you just park right there in the parking structure, that's way closer than this. That's not true. False advertising. It's dark. I'm by the runway. I'm here in this grass section somewhere. I think I'm down here somewhere. There's the control tower. All part of the experience. I am so glad to be back in Florida. I was gone a little too long. Little too long. Starting next year in 2025, I'm going to try not to ever go anywhere more than about 20 days. 3 weeks at the absolute most. And then back home for a couple weeks. 2 weeks gone. 2 weeks home would be a good template to stick by, but being gone for a couple months in a row, just, yeah, I don't really want to do that anymore. A little too much. All right. My car's over here. That's going to do it for today. From my shadow, and my rolling bag and my backpack. Thanks for watching. It's been a fun trip. I'm going to be home for all of October. I'm really looking forward to it. A lot of travels in November and December, and of course into 2025, but October, it's going to be home time. So just a heads up, a lot of stuff within a few miles of my home in Celebration, Florida. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. This is me waving back to Florida after being gone for a while. I was here for a brief while, came back for like 4 days, but I've only been here for 4 days, I think, out of almost 3 months. I think like a week shy of 3 months. The vlog is over.